Hey traders, Raghee here, and one of the requests that I got from the room today was to do a video, free video today, where we go over how I break down an index and a sector. And this is straight from the class that I just did over the weekend. Live trading starts the 25th, so you got the rest of this week to catch the class, which was a succinct 4 hours, and then join me for live trading starting Monday. And so here's how the process works. The Qs are the representation for the NASDAQ. You could easily put the NASDAQ futures there as well. And then what we want to do is list all the heavily weighted stocks within the Qs to take a look at relative performance. And when we take a look at relative performance, what just pops out, are names like Tesla. That pops out. And Netflix. And those are relative outperformers to the upside. So buy the dip, while it may not be valid on the Qs any longer, they're absolutely valid on Tesla and Netflix. In other words, the path of least resistance is clearly still very much to the upside. The structure dictates the strategy is to buy the dip. But that's not all. If I take a look at this from the other point of view, which is what if, as we get up into previous Darvis, there's a Darvis resistance area there. What if we get up into Darvis resistance and this is where the NAS starts getting choppy, and maybe it's a precursor to a move lower, right? I don't want to short Netflix and Tesla, although interestingly enough, that's usually what a lot of traders do. They'll short the strongest names. What we want to then do is actually look at Facebook, PayPal. I would even consider some of the weaker corners of tech and take a look at XLC, XLK, and even SMH for individual stocks that are behaving like Facebook and PayPal, where predominantly we're double red. Even Adobe. I'm not saying Adobe's one I would love to short, but it would probably be more on the let's short this list than not. All right. Same thing goes actually somewhat for Amazon, but Facebook and PayPal would have my attention. Now, the next thing we can do with Facebook and PayPal is then continue to dig deeper into that narrative. And PayPal, in terms of where else we can look, might lead us into the IPAY ETF. It could lead us into, in other words, it could lead us into looking at other stocks of its ilk, right? That's one thing we could do. And then when it comes to Facebook, I would definitely deep dive into XLC, right? So if I'm looking at PayPal, think American Express, MasterCard, Visa, Square. Those would be the names I'd want to see for maybe weakness as well. All right, and then Facebook is going to be an XLC conversation. So let's open up the XLC. And, this is, like I said, this is exactly what we'll be doing every Monday for the next 4 weeks between October 25 and November 19. So every Monday we get together, build a watch list, and throughout those weeks, depending on, how many weeks you want to join me for, we'll set up trades in this manner. And if you can understand the power of relative performance in both directions, this becomes far easier a market to trade. So you take a look at XLC. XLC is pretty weak. It may not be as weak as some of the other markets in this corner here, but take a peek. What we can do is focus. Here's your Facebook, right? Here's XLC, so the tide looks pretty darn weak. TMUS, VZ, T, Comcast. Now, if you take my class, you know exactly what those four names mean. You know exactly where to go. IYZ. What else looks good? Charter, ATVI. If you're looking for weakness in the tech corner, take a look at XLC, take a look at IYZ. And that's the way we want to navigate this market. We can't talk about the market in terms of action that we would do broadly, but we can talk about the market as somewhere where you have to dissect the sectors and look for individual sectors that have clarity, and then individual stocks that have directional clarity. Because you'll notice there are a number of names that look pretty good to the long side, and there are a bunch that look good to the short side. And as long as you can break those down, you're never going to lack for a watch list, and you're not going to be confused as to what direction to trade those stocks. So this is a really good breakdown of the index and the sector, and this was a request from the room. So hope that helps. As always, feel free to smash that like button, and definitely, if you have a question about this content, leave a question here below. I'll see you in Charts and Coffee in the morning, 9 a.m. All right, be good to each other. Hey traders, Raghee from Simpler Trading. Thank you so much for watching this video. Be sure to leave a like and a comment below. And remember, subscribe and click the bell icon so you'll get notified of the next update. And when you're ready to join me for live trading, be sure to head on over to simplertrading.com. I'll see you in the next update.